Welcome to Nauset News. I am Shay Kuna.
And I'm JP Labarge.
And today I'll be covering the daily bulletin for the next week. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes will be meeting on Wednesdays in room N209 with Mrs. DeStefano. These meetings offer breakfast and will be centered around playing safe and respectfully against your opponent, as well as working to make this year the best one yet. See Mrs. DeStefano for more information about that. And a reminder for any students who have a private issue or concern, please visit the Daily Bulletin page for a link about sending an anonymous email to a staff member. Any student who needs their X2 or email password or username can come to the library, guidance office, or main office and ask for a secretary. Mountain Bike Club meets on Mondays from 3:10 to 4 p.m., which travels from the gym and around the National Seashore area. The final day to rework schedules will be Friday, September 30th. The late bus begins this week and runs Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m. Don't forget to tell the bus driver where you're going and making sure they're traveling in the right direction. The PSAT will take place on Saturday, October 15th in N Building, starting at 7:15 with doors closing at 8. Don't forget the test costs $27. And now for JP with the lineup.
And for top stories, we'll be looking into this year's PE classes done by Brendan Caslow and Jackson Norris. Next up, this week's High Five will be Mackenzie Meads, done by Marcus Giuliani. Looking for something to do? Listen to the Things to Do with Thomas Schultz. For our health tips this week, we will have Ethan Davis. Talent Search is going to be done by Marcus Giuliani. For the special report, we will have Lydia Johnson. Max Liska will be covering sports. Student Council update will be covered by Camry Bombs. Thanks for watching. I'm JP Labarge.
And I'm Shay Kuna.
Have a good night.
I'm Brendan Caslow.
And I'm Jackson Norris.
Today we're going to be taking a look into the new changes at the Physical Education Department here at Nauset.
This year they're focusing on new lifetime activities such as soccer, volleyball, and tennis on our newly renovated tennis courts.
Hopefully we can get an interview today with either a teacher or a student. So we actually got the department head of the physical education, and his name is Mr. Matson, and we have a couple questions for him.
How has the phys ed curriculum changed?
Well, overall, it's very similar to years past. Now, one of our courses this year, it's now called Lifetime Activities. In the past, you probably remember it was called Rackets and Clubs. So that's the biggest change this year. It's now called Lifetime Activities.
All right.
What were the motives behind this change?
Well, our motive was to start to promote and stress activities that you'll be doing for the rest of your life rather than activities you might be doing just when you're younger. So later on in life, you're able to continue to do these activities like golf, like tennis, things that you can really take with you after high school.
Thank you very much. You're welcome, Mr. Matson. We are now on the turf field here at Nauset where the physical education classes are being held. As you can see off to my left here, they're in the middle of a game of Ultimate Frisbee. That's what it's set up for. And also Can Jam, which isn't set up at the moment, but it will be. I don't know.
These are our newly renovated tennis courts where students can play tennis, badminton, and pickleball.
We're here with Mr. McGrath, who's a health and phys ed teacher. We're hoping you can tell us a little bit about the outdoor adventure course.
Alright, so our outdoor adventure course is a unique element we can have in our PE program because of the facility we have with outside beyond the National Seashore. So it consists of low elements and high elements and T-building activities that we use for mainly the freshmen, and then obviously you can take the classes as an upperclassmen as well, but we get to go up on the zip line and do some low ropes course elements, and it's a great time.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Scott McGrath, everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Here we have the Dangle Duo, where 2 students at a time go up. It tests teamwork and balance, as well as their climbing ability. Over here we have the wire catwalk, where students have a chance to test their balance. This is the zip line. Students climb up this telephone pole and then zip line down there. They are assisted by a teacher while going up.
Good evening, I'm Thomas Schultz, reporting about some of the movies that are currently playing on the Cape. The first movie I would recommend is Sully. Sully is an electrifying thriller starring Tom Hanks as a pilot who made an emergency crash landing in the Hudson River of New York. In my opinion, I think this movie is made for anyone at or over the age of 15. Another movie that looked good is Hell or High Water. It's about two veteran Texas Rangers, played by Jeff Bridges and Gil Birmingham, who pursue bank-robbing brothers, who are also played by Chris Pine and Ben Foster, in a classic modern-day Western traveling down familiar roads, but always with a fresh and original spin. It is an R-rated movie that I do not recommend for young teens. If you enjoy live music, we have a few good places for you to visit. The Land Ho in Harwich, Mooncussers, also in Harwich, and finally, the Ocean House in Dennis. That is all.
Welcome, I'm Kimberly Bombs and I'm here with your Student Council update. Spirit Week is the week of the 17th and the days have been chosen. Monday is ER Day and Tuesday is Color Wars. Therefore, the seniors are pink, the juniors are blue, the sophomores are green, and the freshmen are purple. Wednesday is Superheroes versus Villains. The upperclassmen are villains and the underclassmen are superheroes. Thursday is Old Hollywood, which is actually the theme of our homecoming dance. Friday is Black and Gold Day. The homecoming court will be crowned during the annual homecoming football game on Friday, October 21st, and the homecoming dance is October 22nd on that Saturday. And lastly, a reminder, Student Council is always looking for new members to help better our community and Nauset as a school. We meet every Wednesday morning at 7:45. Our current executive board is Lily Gaeta as president, Isabel Pellegrini as vice president, Kaya Howard as secretary, and Chris Donland as treasurer. Our advisors are Ariana Kimmick and Stephanie Tupper. Thank you for watching. This has been Camry Bombs with your Student Council update.
Hello, I'm Max Liska, and I'm bringing you the Nauset Sports. Nauset football team won its home opener against Coyle Cassidy, 37-12. Travis Van Vleck played very well with 2 touchdown passes to Marvin Nelson and also ran one in. Isaiah Honeycutt and Dylan McNeil were stellar in the fourth quarter, while James Tucker kicked a 38-yard field goal during the first quarter, setting Nauset up for some good points. Boys soccer team is off to a great start this season, winning their first 2 games convincingly. Last week, the boys hosted Martha's Vineyard in the first game of the regular season, and they took it 5-0. The Warriors then traveled to Barnstable Saturday night, September 10th, and beat the Red Raiders 6-0. Goals came from Owen Wilcox, James McCauley, Hayden Nicola, Vance Bates, and Ethan Craven. The team will be kept busy this week as they have 2 games on the road at Martha's Vineyard and New Bedford. The girls' soccer team also came in victorious against Barnstable 3-1. Emily McGrath scored Nauset's first goal, while Olivia Packard and Reagan Meehan also included 1 goal. One key player for Nauset included Emma Shackelford, Simone Seidenwald, and Katie Leland. Cross country, the XC teams will host Canton this week, and the results will be on the next week's shows. Runners to look for this season, however, include Brian Brooks, Dylan McDonough, Tara Ellard, Emily Wall, and Olivia Boyce. Field hockey, Nauset blank Sturgis East 11-0 on Thursday, September 8th. Lucy McNamara recorded the shutout in a net, while Captain Mackenzie Meads led the Lady Warriors with a total of 3 goals and 1 assist. Other goals came from Emma Stevens, Megan Jussel, Lauren Monger, and Cameron Roderick. Boys golf teams had 2 games so far. They lost to a strong Bishop Freeman, but were victorious against the league opponent Marshfield. Look for good golfers this season: Lane Bowman, Charlie Campbell, and J.P. Dice Hat.
All right, good morning, Mackenzie. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Great. I am Marcus Giuliani, and I am your host of High Five for Nauset News this week. Now, Mackenzie, you happen to be our school's field hockey captain. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Now, 3 goals and 1 assist in the very first game. You started our school out incredibly.
Thank you.
How did that feel?
It feels really good to, win your first game, and we won against Sturgis East 10-0, so having Nauset like put a strong foot forward like really shows all the other Cape teams and all the other teams in the ACL that, you know, we're really like in it to win it this year, and we're going out strong.
Yes, and with your finger injury, you really
Yeah.
showed that you are
Yeah.
in to win it.
True.
And now, for you, being the captain of the team,
Mhm.
all the other girls look up to you,
Yeah.
all the other teams look at you, and you are very impressive, so what responsibilities do you feel?
I definitely feel like I have a responsibility to be a good role model to the team and like be a good example for everyone on and off the field, like in school, like have a really positive attitude, and especially like on the team, just if there's any drama, just eliminate that from the start, and just always like motivate people during practice and really like pump up the team and just like create a good vibe for everyone.
And this is why you are a leader.
Thank you.
Now, how long have you been playing?
I've been playing, well, I played rec field hockey since I was like in the first grade, you know, using your stick like the wrong way, all that type of stuff. But I've been playing seriously in 3 different clubs for I think 3 years, or since freshman year, so.
That's excellent. Yeah. So you really have moved up the ranks, and now you're number 1.
Oh, thank you.
And now, for you, a lot of the other teams on Cape Cod are very competitive with us.
Yeah, definitely.
What teams do you think you'll have the biggest?
We always definitely have the biggest competition against DY, Barnstable, Sandwich, and Falmouth, so hopefully this year we can like come out with a win.
I presume no match for you. And now, shifting gears, what are you thinking for college and classes? What are you into?
I'm really into communications and public relations, and definitely with sports because I always like want to like keep in with that. So that's with the Boston Bruins would be great. But with college, I'm going to St. Anselm to play D2 field hockey, so I'm really excited.
That is incredible.
Thank you.
I am so glad that I got this time with you.
Oh, me too.
And this segment is called High Five, which is what you are very deserving of. So here's a high five. Thank you. This is Mackenzie Meads, and I'm Marcus Giuliani. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, all you people. I'm Ethan Davis, bringing you your health tip with Nauset News. So now that school is back in session, I'm sure that many of you have had to change your sleep schedule either a little bit or even drastically, like I have. I personally have had to change my psychology of sleep is for the weak, because I personally learn best when I'm at least halfway awake, and you know, things like coffee help and some teas. So most of us are told that you should be getting at least 8 hours of sleep every night. However, many studies are showing now that as many as 9 or 10 hours of sleep is best for optimal brain activity the following day. So not only will be getting this amount of sleep enable you to pay attention more and retain more information, but also people who sleep better generally have better moods throughout the day. And who doesn't like to have a good mood, am I right? And after the age of 18, 7 hours is more acceptable as your body isn't growing as developing as much. But you know, the more sleep the better. And who doesn't like sleep, frankly? So a lot of people have problems falling asleep at night. If you're one of those people, then I have some solutions for you. So the big one is turning off your electronics and not using them before you go to bed. And it's really no secret that texting or watching YouTube videos isn't really the best idea to put yourself to sleep, as it's stimulating your brain a lot. And especially the backlight from electronic devices, they can stimulate your brain activity, like blue lights especially. They're harsher, and your receptors in your eyes take them more harshly than other lights such as red or purple, which are much calmer shades. Has to do with the wavelength of the lights. A study by PNAS found that melatonin levels in adults that read before they went to bed off electronic devices had their melatonin levels reduced by around 50% on average, which resulted in an extra 10 minutes it took for them to get to sleep, and also an extra 10 minutes to enter deep sleep, or REM sleep. And another tip I have for you is to use a salt lamp in your bedroom. I don't know if a lot of you have heard of those or not, the Himalayan pink salt lamps. They're cool looking rock things, they're awesome. They can smell good too, not gonna lie. So they do have some health benefits. The negative salt ions released by the heating of the lamp can boost blood flow and serotonin levels, which will result in a better sleep. And some people claim that they also calm allergies and reduce their asthma symptoms. So those are 2 pretty good helping tips for you if you have a hard time falling asleep, and I hope you use it, and I hope you get plenty of sleep. This is Nauset News, your health tip. I'm Ethan Davis. Goodbye.
Hello, I'm Lydia Johnson, and today I'll be interviewing the new freshman here at Nauset High School. So, Dory Carlson, what middle school did you come from before this?
I came from Nauset Middle School.
Do you think it prepared you for this school?
Yes, it did.
Have you gotten lost trying to get anywhere?
Actually, no. I'm surprised I had not gotten lost in any of my classes.
What's your favorite class so far?
My favorite class is probably my science class because I have a lot of fun.
What teacher do you have?
I have Mrs. Shingali.
And do you have a least favorite class or anything you don't like?
I really like ELA. Because it's ELA. I'm Mrs. Long.
Hi, I'm here with Ben Ellis to ask him a few questions about how freshman year has been going. So, what middle school did you go to before this?
I originally went to Nauset Regional Middle School.
Do you think it prepared you for high school?
Yeah, it was very intense classes and prepared me very well for the workload.
What's your hardest class?
My hardest class? Well, I've heard that my hardest class is going to end up being Honors ELA with Mrs. Macesso, but the workload hasn't entirely hit me yet, so I'm not entirely sure.
What's your favorite class?
My favorite class, probably I have clay. That's pretty relaxing. Get to relax at the end of the day.
You gotten lost?
We got lost the first day looking for classes, but other than that, I've been pretty good.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day to answer the questions, Ben. Hi, I'm here with Sophie Friend to ask her a few questions about how freshman year is going. So, what middle school did you come from? Charter. Do you think it prepared you? And what's your favorite class?
Geometry.
What teacher do you have?
Agase.
Have you gotten lost? Alright. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to answer the questions, Sophie. Hi, I'm here with Tom. What middle school did you come from before here?
Nauset Regional.
Right. What's your favorite class so far?
You know, that's a bit of a tough question. There are a lot of good classes like general biology, math class, outdoor adventures. But I'm trying to choose between math and outdoor adventures.
Why is that?
Oh, well, I'm a fan of math and I just like to spend the days outdoors.
Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. Hi, I'm here with Lyden Johnson to ask a few questions about how freshman year is going. So, what middle school did you come from?
Nauset Regional.
Do you think it prepared you?
Yes.
What's your favorite class so far?
Civics and Government.
What teacher do you have?
Mrs. Van der Salt.
Have you gotten lost yet? So, is there any class that you find particularly difficult?
No.
Great. Thank you for taking time out of your day to answer these questions.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm here with Shannon Wanamaker to just ask her a few questions about how freshman year is going. So, what middle school did you come from?
I came from Nauset Regional Middle School.
Do you think it prepared you for this?
Definitely.
Have you gotten lost walking around the campus?
I have gotten lost. I went to the wrong science class for a whole day.
Alright, what's your favorite class so far?
So far, it's my English class because I really like to write.
Alright, who's your teacher for that?
Mrs. Macesso.
I had her last year. She's pretty tough.
She's really nice though. I like the class.
Do you have any class that you find particularly difficult?
Not yet.
You will eventually. Alright, thank you for taking your time out of your day. Thanks for listening. I'm Lydia Johnson with your special report. Have a great day.
Good morning, Nauset. I am your host of Talent Search, Marcus Giuliani. I am here with one of our most talented students, Laura Barabee.
Hi.
Now, Laura, I would like to ask what grade you are in this year.
I'm a junior.
Excellent. And how long have you been singing? Because you truly have a gift, so I'd like to know when this started for you.
I've been singing for as long as I can remember, but I really only started singing when I was about in the 3rd grade.
Excellent. So, true child star. And what song have you chosen to sing for us tonight?
I'm going to sing Love Again by Pentatonics.
Excellent. Well, I would love to hear it.
Alright. I am at a loss for words. Can't believe I let you pull me down to this place. You stole my heart and soul, just to think that I would dry those tears from your face. I played such a foolish game, feeling you were everything to me and more. I don't mean to point the blame, but baby, you hurt me to my very core. You don't know why, you don't know how, you don't know when to love again. You let me in, then shut me out. You have to learn to love again.
Well, I think that deserves a round of applause. Thank you very much, Laura.
Okay, thanks.
This was Marcus Giuliani with Talent Search at Nauset News. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Luther Stewart, and this is Political Spotlight, a new addition to Nauset News this year. Last week, Barnstable County held state Senate primaries. The incumbent senator, Dan Wolf, will not be seeking re-election in November. Anthony Schiavi beat Jim Crocker in the Republican primary. Schiavi is a retired Air Force Brigade general and a Cape Cod native. On the other side, Julianne Cyr beat Sheila Lyons in the Democratic primaries. Cyr is a Nauset High School graduate and is only 30 years old. Nauset would like to congratulate both candidates on their respective wins. The two will now face on the ballot in November to see who will get the Senate seat. Now for your national election update. This week's new polls show that both major party nominees, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, are very close. Most polls have them within 1 point of each other. CNN has Clinton at 48% and Trump at 49%. This is the first poll shown that has Trump in the lead. In other news, Libertarian nominee Gary Johnson recently stumbled during an interview with CNN. Gary Johnson was asked what he would do about Aleppo. The governor's response was, "What is Aleppo?" Aleppo, for those who don't know, is a war-torn city in Syria. Governor Johnson has since apologized for his mistake. Make sure to tune in this year for We the Students, a political debate put on by Mr. McNamara's AP Civics and Government class. This is Luther Stewart, and this has been Nauset Political Spotlight.